Okay, we're watching Sister Wives and giving you our live thoughts. This is part 2, so if you haven't seen part 1, you might want to jump over and watch that one first. This is part 2 of the season finale tell-all part 3, season 19. Okay, the 30 seconds of Christine and David kissing every possible place they could, and Peyton's reaction at the end. So Peyton has a very dry sense of humor. It's very much of an all-red sense of humor. Most of them all have it. I think they're hilarious. A lot of people on public social media don't think it's funny. They think he's kind of just a dick. But I think he's hilarious because I know the family and I know the way that the family jokes. It's very hilarious. And just how uncomfortable it is. But this is how these women are, starved for affection. And it's true, because you just literally don't kiss your husband in front of other wives typically. And so I don't blame Christine for being as starved for the affection. And she loves being who she is. She loves being able to talk about things. And this is how she was in high school. She was very much very expressive. And so for her not to be expressive in the romance relationship that she has I can't imagine how hard that would have been for her. And then I love that David says she was starved for something that I could give her. That's so sweet. They're very cute together. Oh my God, talking about PDA, and Robin's like, I'm so shy. No, you're not. We all know you're not. My level of shy and Cody's level of shy are just two different shies. Okay, we're talking about the PDA and who's comfortable showing it, who's comfortable not. Typically in polygamous families, you never, most families do not show public displays of affection to each other at all, because it's just too hard. And then usually that man gets in trouble by at least one of the wives. So it's very, very uncommon. In my particular family, my dad did show PDA with the other wives in front of other wives. It depended on which one of the wives were there, because some of the wives could handle it, but there's one or two that cannot handle it, and it gets naughty, or not naughty, but nasty real quick between the wives. So Robin says that she was told flat out to conform to the family rules, but she doesn't want to say who it is. I just think that's funny that she's definitely trying to paint herself as shy, and definitely trying to paint herself as maybe not a victim, but maybe she was bullied. She was put in her place. Which I'm sure she was. That would be very common. For the new girl to come in and get all spicy on your husband and get all flirty with your husband, and you're the new little toy that he's playing with, and she's 10 years younger. So she probably did get put back in her place pretty quickly. I can think of one or two of the wives that would do that. And I can see some of them almost doing it in a matriarchal guiding way, where it's listen, sweetheart, you're brand new at this. Let me show you the ropes of how this is done. So sometimes that will happen between sister wives too. And then the younger wife feels like she's being patronized or parented by, or mothered by the other wives, because she's being shown the ropes and shown how things are done. So I'm sure that caused a little bit of pissiness in Robin too. Yeah. So then Robin came back with, oh, really, ladies, let me show you how much control I can have over your husband. I'm just going to go ahead and take him. Okay? When true love is exposed, it brings down wrath. I can't talk about it. I'm going to bring it up 500 times, but I'm not going to talk about it. This fool. What the hell is he even talking about? Is it just too traumatizing? You just can't talk about it? Yeah, I'm just not going to show PDA to Robin in front of Janelle and Mary anymore. The wrath that brought me, I paid dearly for. I don't want to talk about it. But true love, nobody can handle true love. It brings off the wrath of other. I don't want to talk about it, Suki. I said I don't want to talk about it. This guy's a complete idiot.
The financial wrath kicked my ass.
Oh my gosh, shit. I know. She's like, oh my God, is this so No, I'm not talking about it. Yeah. He's so dumb.
Robin.
I think it's so, Cody has said the F word a couple of different times in this interview, which is shocking to me. Apparently he is completely, is all religion just gone straight out the door for him? And not to say that you can't swear and still be religious. That's not at all what I'm saying. It's just, I'm surprised he's just candidly using the F word on national television. Okay, I love that Mary just called Robin out for not being reciprocal on their relationship. Mary's finally, everyone has given Robin so much grace. Janelle has, Mary has, Christine's the only one over here just laughing, cracking up, going, yeah, she doesn't mean that. Yeah, that's not true. Yeah, no. But Janelle's given Robin a lot of grace, and Mary's given Robin a lot of grace. Undeserved grace, probably, in my opinion. But yeah, I love that she just called her out and said, yeah, no, she wasn't reciprocal. It was all me. Okay, Cody says Robin's safe. No, Robin, yeah, that's not safe when I lost my train of thought. It's so annoying. That's not safe when you are spying on your sister wives for your husband and telling him things. And no, that's not safe. And then misleading her into thinking Cody was still in love with her. And Cody's, yeah, Jen is a good friend to Mary. I'm glad she has Jen. I'm glad she has her other friends. I love that Christine's just calling it all out the way that it is. I'm curious what Janelle's thoughts are in this, or Janelle just doesn't give a shit.
Not working.
I know. So yeah, Robin can only have a relationship with Mary if it's reciprocal. Interesting. What the hell? Okay, that's kind of frustrating with Suki telling Mary that it felt kind of icy what she was saying. So Mary sets up boundaries and says, this doesn't work for me. It's not reciprocal. It's not whatever. And that is icy. Like, I don't know.
Your grief is not my
Yeah,
responsibility.
giving Robin back her own grief, giving Cody back, like, hey, this is your guys' problem. This is what that you guys, that's a you thing you need to figure out. And Suki says that sounds icy. Like, no, support another woman in setting up boundaries with an abusive ex-husband and his current wife. I don't understand what's hard to understand about that. That felt really frustrating when Suki said that to her. Okay, the stupid luggage rack thing, it has nothing to do with a freaking luggage rack, and none of these people get this. It has everything to do with a man who considers his wife before he considers himself. That's the whole point of this, is that Cody only considered himself. He didn't consider his wives. And then Robin was just spiteful in that scene. She just smirked like, that's right, ladies. I totally got this guy to do whatever the hell I want him to do. He's totally my bitch now. And she's rubbing that totally into these girls' faces. Yeah, like and that's the thing. I'm curious if we're going to see this side of Robin come out now, where she just gets spiteful because if she's going to be ripped apart online and all the internet commentary, why not just own it? Why not just be like, that's right, girls, I took your husband and I got the luggage rack. So what do you think about that? And then Mary's just going off about stop complaining. I'm sorry, everybody's going to compare a relationship. I don't care if it's a guy comparing. I mean, Cody's sitting there talking about, let's not compare relationships. Comparison's going to be the thief of your joy, whatever it is. These girls need to move on with their lives and stop comparing. And yet that's all that he did for the last 15 years, was compare each wife to Robin, to try to bring her up to the relationship that he had with Robin. So it's okay for him to compare all of his wives that are out there busting their ass, taking care of his family, taking care of his kids, compare them to the one wife who does her makeup while she's camping. But it's not okay for them when they come out to compare and say, I appreciate these qualities about my new partner because I didn't get that respect in my previous relationship, married to this man that I did so much for. Poor Cody Brown got laid down in a rose garden of trust. Oh my God, this man is such a drama queen about everything. But, he does know how to play the camera. He does know how to play it for the world to want to watch him.
Poetic.
He's, very poetic, very romanticizing all of his stuff. So there you go. That's the end of this episode. Would he ever do it again? They're leaving us on a cliffhanger. Would he ever live polygamy again? Oh my God. I hope that any woman in her right mind would never marry that man again. Never.
We haven't seen it yet, but I'm guessing that his line at the next season or next episode will be something that Robin has said in the past, like with some guarantees and safety.
Yeah.
I would do it again, but not this way.
Not this way. So so for the full video, our full recap on this, head over to that other platform. Link is in my bio. If you haven't already signed up, you can subscribe to us over there as well. Yep. We are going to now watch this again so that we can see all the facial expressions of everybody while they're talking, and then we will give you the full recap on that other platform. Thanks so much.